Tail of the tape for this featherweight matchup. Carvalho from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. 32 years old, 9 years the elder of Brazilian-born Felipe Arantes. Everything else is virtually identical. Here's Bruce Buffer.
And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Leon Roberts.
Leon Roberts will be our referee for this fight at 145. Arantes and Carvalho ready to get things started. And already the crowd favoring the Brazilian. White trunks for Felipe Arantes, red trunks for Antonio Carvalho.
Arantes caught Carvalho. Oh, he's down. Carvalho on top, passing the guard, going underneath, taking double underhooks and stacking them. You see right away, smooth passing from Carvalho. Controlling the right leg with his left. He's in half guard now, but it is an open half guard. And what he wants to do now, Mike, is he wants to control the upper body. Get either a head and arm control or something to keep Arantes from posturing up. Arantes now has a knee in between them, which is a little bit better for him because he can create some distance, and it makes it harder for Carvalho to drop down punches on him. And Carvalho sprawling out, controlling that right leg still, though. And now he's completely inside control. He's bypassed the legs totally. Now he's just got to flatten him out here.
Good transitioning by Antonio Carvalho.
But Arantes is almost standing up here. And Carvalho is just holding his weight on him now, sprawling on him with a front headlock. But Carvalho has to make sure Arantes is going to stand. Oh, look at this, he took his back, beautiful! What a transition. He's going to switch to a twister if he can. No, he doesn't have control of the legs. Side control again, but man, that was a real wake-up call for Arantes. The way he took that back there was just brilliant.
And again, he continues to try to get the neck.
He's holding the front headlock. It's not a submission attempt because you see with the position of his hands, he's basically just holding the body in place here. He's got one hand. It's very difficult to get the front, like a guillotine, a standing guillotine with an arm in as well. So he's just holding him in a position. If he wanted to try to get a standing guillotine, he would have to bypass the left arm.
That said, this position gives him great control of his opponent.
And Arantes attempted takedown. Yeah, Carvalho, you can tell right away, Mike, is a superior ground fighter. Full mount, beautiful. And that was just a slight opening in Arantes' half guard.
Trying to rain down with the elbows.
Good ground and pound. Oh, look at this, nice hip escape. Very nice by Arantes.
And a good
nice
knee.
Body.
So Arantes is up. And he got the knee to deliver to the midsection of Carvalho, who threw his own combination in return. Carvalho eats a jab.
Arantes with a solid jab.
Quick hands in the combination by Carvalho. Head kick.
Ooh, nice.
Both men looking for an opening here early.
Good solid jab by Arantes.
And a good matchup here, Joe. Both men with 13 mixed martial arts victories. Of course, one 32 years old, the other 23.
Well, Arantes, you can tell, more comfortable on his feet, clearly. And seems to be the more fluid kickboxer. You know, even though Carvalho has some pro kickboxing experience, he seems a bit tight with his strikes. So Arantes is a little bit more loose and fluid. You see how he's throwing those punches?
Yep.
Real stiff, a lot of wasted energy in that. And a lot of that is just tension.
And it definitely limits your range as well.
And it could be, you know, a little bit of frustration as well, the fact that he had him down, had him in great positions and lost the position. You know, sometimes guys tighten up because of that. I mean, how many times have you seen a guy in the corner where your coach is just saying, calm down, calm down. You see, like, Carvalho just shook his head, like, a little bit upset with himself right there.
Keeps his hands up by his face. Tried to go with the hook and then the head kick.
Carvalho is throwing very short punches, Mike, and I don't mean that in a good way. I mean that he's not closing distance with his punches. They're coming up short. Like, his timing is bad. His distance is off.
Nice combination there, though. See, but the difference was he stepped in there.
Yeah, but it's still mostly blocked. See, like his punches, everything's coming short. He needs to close more distance.
And the reach was identical in this matchup.
Yeah,
it's 30 seconds.
It's a matter of timing, and it's a matter of pushing forward further
and turning it over.
Nice flying jumping knee attempt, but he left a leg out there. And Carvalho loves it. Look at this. He's very excited now. He's got him up high. He's going to trip with. Look at great balance by Arantes. Wow,
final seconds of the first round. Kick to the body followed by an uppercut.
That is some incredible balance.
Round 1 in the books.
Great first round. And here we see some ground action here. Look at the way Carvalho took the back there. Beautiful. Rolled him over with that over-under. And then lost the position, but maintained side control for a bit. Got the full mount, but Arantes, great hip escape there. Got back up to his feet, and then in the kickboxing, Arantes was the one who was scoring more. He was doing a better job of closing the distance, and look at this amazing balance he showed there.
Don't let him back you up, okay? Bounce, lateral movement.
Carvalho, a tremendous soccer player. Okay? Almost went on to have a professional soccer career in Portugal.
You're doing beautifully. Perfect. You're doing perfect.
Arantes trains when he's in Brazil with the Shoot the Box team and then Gold Team Fighters USA. Set to begin round number 2.
No. Right back. Come on.
Leon, they just want to fight. Let's see if Carvalho loosens up a little bit. As the fight goes on, you get sweaty, maybe a bit of those octagon jitters are gone. Let's see if he loosens up with his striking here in the second round, Joe.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help him, but really what's going to help him is get that fight to the ground again. It's clear this is stylistically, the matchup is Arantes is better on his feet, Carvalho's better on the ground. But Arantes showed great defense.
Carvalho actually on his first trip to Japan came home with a Rumina Sato highlight tape. He said, I had to have it, he was always my hero, and then years later he had the opportunity to compete against him and actually defeated him.
Boy, Sato was a guy who was a little too early for his time.
Yeah.
An amazing fighter who today would be, just incredible if he was in his prime, but his prime was in the golden age of the sport.
Yes. Head kick handled nicely off the forearm of Arantes. So you can see the tightness in those punches as you talked about.
Yeah, he's not fluid with his striking. That was not bad. Left hook to the body. And, a lot of that is tension. I bet in practice he looks like a beast.
Yeah, absolutely.
But Arantes is the one who's better able to express his skills inside the cage right now in the standing position. And I think, also that could be attributed to the fact that Arantes has already fought inside the octagon.
No question, and he talked about it.
And under bad conditions.
Yeah.
Under taking a fight on short notice.
He's from Sao Paulo, has lived in the States for a number of years.
Jumping switch kick. Very nice.
Carvalho's aggressive, though.
I'm just shocked that he's not trying to take this fight to the ground. And look at this. Arantes is the one who closes the distance. That's shocking as well.
Had the double underhooks for a second. Now he's looking to punish the body.
Now Carvalho drops down, but Arantes immediately gets underhooks and stops it.
Carvalho, a pro for 9 years. And the head kick.
Like, you see how he throws that right hand? He's like not quite getting there.
Right. He's quick with that lead left without the switch.
Arantes with a nice right hand. Uh-oh, Carvalho's got double underhooks. Look at that, very nice takedown defense by Arantes. Look at that, nice balance.
He got caught with a right hand on the way out, though. Swing and a miss by Arantes.
This is not what
Nice
Carvalho
exchange.
he gave him a woo.
Now, Portuguese descent fighting here tonight in Rio de Janeiro.
If I was in Carvalho's corner, I would be screaming for him to take this fight to the ground now. Do not stand in front of this kid. He's getting loose. He's landing more. Nice.
Just over a minute remains in the second round. Lead hook.
Nice.
Utilized the clinch and threw the knee. Very creative, as we talked about, dynamic striker, Arantes.
Yeah, he threw that jumping knee and then a nice right hand behind it. Good inside leg kick. And he's done a lot of really unorthodox things. Spinning kicks, jumping double kicks.
He hasn't done a clear amount of more damage, though, even though he's the more fluid striker.
Yeah, there's never been like one stunning shot that really had Carvalho badly hurt. Oh, Carvalho tries to mix it up. And even the way he threw that wheel kick, Mike, he just is short with it. His striking, whatever he's doing for training, he would be greatly aided by someone who could get him to chase and cover distance in training. And here you see a nice head kick by Arantes. And there's a jumping knee by Arantes, followed by a right hand.
Você tá parando na frente dele, tá te...
You're stopping in front of him.
Bate nisso, tá por dentro, começa por direto,
Okay, let's go, buddy. I love you. Let's go. All right, come on, let's go.
Arguably, you could say that Carvalho won the first round with ground control, and Arantes won the second round with striking. Unofficially.
Bring it on, come on.
Third and final round. Antonio Carvalho making his UFC debut tonight. And Felipe Arantes fighting for the second time in the octagon.
Both men are going to pick up the pace in this third round, knowing that they don't have to conserve anything.
True sense of urgency, especially when you look at how close this fight could be after 2 rounds.
Nice combo. Classic left hook, right leg kick combo. Nice right leg kick by Carvalho there.
Carvalho on a 3-fight winning streak as he makes his UFC debut. Flying knee. Almost a jumping knee. Arantes would really like to connect with a couple, though. The 1-3 from Carvalho. Hasn't really looked for the takedown since the first round.
A little bit in that second, but unsuccessful.
Right at the end there, right?
There he goes.
There he goes.
He's listening to us. He pulls guard. That's a smart move by him. But he's got to control the posture. He's got to control the posture if he wants to do that. And Arantes tries to pass here. But he's got to be careful of the left wrist control. Where Carvalho is holding onto that right wrist and he has an overhook on the right arm, the way his left leg is coming up high, Arantes is grabbing the shorts. And, okay, goes to mission control here. Arantes has to be very careful. The key here, Mike, is the left arm. If he can get the knee past the left arm, and notice he abandoned the left leg over the shoulder because he can't control that left leg and get it past the left arm, his right leg rather. He goes to guard again.
Good elbows by Arantes.
And Arantes is doing a good job of not letting him control his posture. Oh, this crowd is
open
nuts.
him up.
Big
He's cut.
and
Yep.
he's swollen as well.
Yep, that was the elbow that landed a moment ago.
Yeah, solid shot.
And another one. Under the left eye of Antonio Carvalho.
Another good right hand.
All from within the guard. Heavy ground and pound.
And this is mostly because he's not controlling the posture, Mike.
Yep,
that's what he's got to do. He's got to grab a hold of the back of the head and hold on to him. And the way he was doing it earlier with mission control was ideal, but he didn't feel comfortable enough to hold on to that position.
Just over 2 minutes remain in this fight.
Well, Carvalho has to be thinking that he's losing this fight now. He's on the bottom, he's bloodied, he's cut open.
Watch the back of the head.
Arantes, when he's able to posture up, he throws some heavy ground and pound.
And now he moves to mission control again. Now he's moving to a high guard. Control again, not quite at mission control height anymore. He's down by the lower waist now. He wants to get those hips up high, and he wants to get something offensive going from his back, which he's just not doing right now. Now he's just kind of holding in place and throwing little pity-pat punches from the bottom, which is not going to do it.
And Arantes is doing a nice job with his ground and pound with just a little bit of distance. He doesn't need much room right there. He didn't have much space, Joe. He's still got the elbow thrown, though.
Yeah, and he's cut him up on the left-hand side as well, or his, the right-hand side. The right side of Carvalho's face and the left is bleeding. This could be winning the fight for Arantes.
He's to half guard.
Yeah, look at this crowd. This is an educated crowd, boy. Look at that. Cheers for passing. But Carvalho back to his feet, needs a knee. Now Arantes is on the attack.
Arantes really pushing the pace here with under a minute on the clock.
Arantes dropping the hands. He's getting macho.
Goes southpaw.
See
40 seconds.
Everything Carvalho throws is short. It's weird.
Nice knee. 20 seconds. See one last burst to the finish.
Good right hand by Arantes. And Carvalho's calling him on.
Final seconds of this fight.
Oh!
What a good way to get things started here inside HSBC Arena in Rio de Janeiro. Arantes feels comfortable that he has earned his first UFC victory. The judges will render their decision.
Let's take a look at some of that action. There's a nice leg kick by Arantes. And here's a takedown attempt by Carvalho, winds up pulling guard, and that's where he got really beat up in that round. And here Arantes on top, dropping elbows, and those are the elbows that cut him open, Mike. Good final round for Arantes, probably enough to seal the deal. I would give him the second and the third rounds.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Felipe Arantes.
Well, just like Joe said, rounds 2 and 3 go to the native of Sao Paulo. And he will visit with Joe as he's earned his first career UFC win.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Felipe Arantes. First of all, Felipe, congratulations on your victory. I know you took your first UFC fight on short notice. How nice is it to have a full camp to prepare for this fight?
Estou aqui com O nosso vencedor, Felipe Arantes, eu sei que você teve um aviso prévio para se preparar para essa primeira luta do UFC. Como é que foi essa curta preparação e essa vitória hoje?
Galera, eu juro pelo Senhor, se não fosse vocês eu não teria ganho essa luta. Eu acho que foi de último momento. Eu senti a vibração de todo mundo. Puta, é Brasil, cara. Aqui é Brasil. Aqui a gente não desiste nunca. Esse foi o maior sonho da minha vida e vou dividir com todos vocês. Obrigado de coração por todo mundo.
I swear to God that if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have won this fight. So thank you for the good vibes, for the positive energy. This is for you. We're going to share it.
Congratulations on an excellent performance. Felipe Arantes, ladies and gentlemen.